Hello, this is a Platinum Soldier VOD review, and I was going to focus this one on positioning. The post says they joined a month ago, went from silver to diamond, and then hit plat again. So that's a common place for people to end up that have played some shooters before. We'll try and speed you up getting back into diamond. I'm starting with a good example. This is what Soldier sort of wants. He wants these sort of mid-range mini flanks where he's around the edges. He's not deep flanking, but he's just sort of on the side. We're forcing all these abilities. We force BAP out. This is great pressure. Sim's coming after us because we're the one causing the problems, but she has to really reach to do it because we're mid-range. And this is just great. So this is what Soldier wants, even if it feels awkward because they're sort of focusing you. I just wanted to let you know this is sort of what Soldier goes for. And we'll go through some examples of where your positioning could have been better. We'll start towards the beginning. So we've just are meandering. We were kind of meandering back and forth through the street. I went a little late, but yeah, we were just back and forth. We didn't really have an answer. And so we'll go to the next life. Some options you have
If I'm still standing, I'm still fighting.
is to either go up here and then shoot down on people, which I have outlines off, but you would see at least the Rhine or the Juno, and you could at least have an angle here. You can also go up and sort of fetch the Sojourn if you're up here. So these are all the options it gives you. The other option, let's go back to your point of view. Because we see the Rhine and we see the Venture are to our right, so we basically know at this point the hotel lobby's open. Luckily, Rhine's just going to get discorded and die, and that simplifies things. But if it wasn't, if the options are like run up here, or figure out where your threats are. The Rhine and the Venture are your close range threats. Soldier does not want to fight those at close range, and then figure out where they are and then sort of go the other way is your two options. And that's how we could have handled that one better. We'll go to the next one. We're still on attack, trying to take second point. We end up in a good spot, mid-range, sort of split from our team. This is a nightmare for them because every time they try and come out and they want to progress through the map and try and take the payload, they'll at least have to eventually come out here. But every time they do that, this stupid Soldier is going to shoot them in the side of the face. So we're in a good spot. And then we're going to sort of break the rules of Soldier. We're going to go into this dark tunnel, which we know the Rhine's over here, but the Venture could have been here. Someone else could have been here, and just Soldier does not like these fights. We're basically going to solve their problem for them. And I guess the Rhine hears your sprint sound and comes over here, but this is basically just needless. You don't always have to keep flanking more and more and more. If you get in a good spot, you can hold it. Especially if going deeper involves a really close range fight that Soldier doesn't want. This map's kind of awkward for him. And then we get forced out. A lot of times when people get forced out, their instinct is to just go back to the payload. Their brain kind of stops. I think once you're forced out here, you can just go back, sit here. Diva's got you. You can just sit here and same plan. Everyone who comes to contest the payload gets shot. The other option is just keep going, take up here with your healing station, and just sit here. Because what we're going to do is basically run across the street. Like we just run across the street, which gets you killed in higher ranks if you just needlessly cross the road like that. But, and everyone's basically going to have a shot at you. The Venture's going to have a shot at you. Sojourn is going to have a shot at you. Luckily, she decides to just kill your other teammates, or try to. Rhine is charging. And luckily we run over. But I mean, like 3 people had a shot at you when you did this little road maneuver. So that's why you just got to just stay mid-range. Because we get ulted to death on the payload a few times. I didn't choose those timestamps, but just sort of the more you join the payload blob, the more likely you are to get ulted. So that was the second one, and let's go to the third one on attack. Okay, we have our visor, and we are coming up. They've swapped to Sigma, who can block a ton of damage from the front. And this visor just does not get much. Well, Venture's going to, like, seriously overextend, but that's the only reason you get anything. And it just turns into an ult battle. So we'll go back 20 seconds. See if you can find something better here. We're looking through your point of view. We see the Juno was right side. We saw the torpedoes and the Juno hovering. We see a bunch of people main. So it's sort of what is open here. And it might depend how much you've played the map. But the entire left side is open. So a flank visor here would be great. Even if you don't kill anyone, which you'll probably kill the Juno, just because Junos like to hover. But even if you don't, you'll force these guys out here. You'll force these guys to have to run up, and then they're basically just separated. Sigma and Venture will die. These guys, you'll probably get one, and the rest will just end up hiding somewhere and not helping the team. So that would have been a great play to sort of just get this in with a huge time bank. And let's go to the defense now, the beginning of the defense. So we're starting out, we rocket the spawn doors, we see Zarya coming, we see Zarya crossing, and like, we're right next to the choke. We're getting Matrix, because obviously, we should just not be this close. A thing to do would be just to back up here, that way anyone who goes to point will get shot, anyone who comes to the side of statue will get shot, and you have this easy health pack and escape route. A lot of high-level players will just straight up start here, because they know how important it is. The Sojourn was here giving you problems on your attack. Sojourn has slide, though you don't, so you can just start here. And at least here you should be adjusting and just back up a little. Because Zarya's just going to run us down. And I did my placements recently, and the first few games it'll give you a rank way lower than yours. It'll put you in a way lower lobby to basically prove you can win on demand. And the reason why I can basically win on demand, sure, there's a lot of small things I do well, but once you go down in ranks to basically a lobby like this, you'll just have people standing in the street 10 meters in front of you, and you're a tank, so you kill them. It's kind of that simple. And you can just farm 40 limbs and look like you're really good. So this just positioning is wrong. Way too close. We're not using Soldier's range. We've got nowhere to go. Well, we do, but it's across the street, like a pretty far ways. So this positioning, fixing it up, is just as important as getting our aim better. And then we'll go, because we kind of do it again shortly after. So we do go up top. This is good. We're getting picks. Bob's in. We get the elim. This is all fine. And then you got to think, like, after this, where do I go next? Do I reset? What do I do? Maybe check where your team is, because people on both sides were dying. So check to see if you see any blue outlines left, or if it's just you and Ash. Their spawn is way closer as far as Overwatch knowledge. So we're probably going to have to give ground here. Just the fact that your spawn is all the way over there. So that's basically just how it goes. And that's going to affect your positioning. You can't really stay here. But we're going to do this sort of deep flank. That Soldier doesn't... this is more of a Tracer thing or a Sombra thing, because they can leave super easy. Soldier can kind of run, but it's easy to cut him off. So we should have like a feeling in the pit of our stomach, this is pretty bad. They're respawning at this point. They get the Ash. And we should just be sprinting away at this point, which I have outlines off, but I mean, okay, we can at least see our team. We see the team way back there. And that was the information we needed. Like, we need to be going. So we decided to just stand in the street again, present ourselves to the Zarya as tribute. And then we get forced into the alleyway with an Amren that just has the advantage. The hero has the advantage. Gonna turn invincible and then light us on fire. So only way to win that is a bunch of headshots and a rocket. So you really just, I hope I gave you some tips on sort of the angles you want to take, the timing and the positioning. I'll go over one good one. So we come out, we see our divas kind of pinning them from the front. We come up here, we get these limbs, and do this against a diva at your own risk, but against a Zarya, you're basically mid-range because they effectively have to run up these stairs to actually kill you. So this was good timing, good range. Zarya has to worry about other things, and then we kill these guys too. So this was a really good flank. It's a hard map for Soldier, but that was just an example of a good one. So if you keep the range and sort of take the ideas I told you about how to get sort of the mid-range flanks going, then I think you'll get back to Diamond, so good luck.